G'day, mate. Welcome back to Right White Banter, you lovely Newcastle fans. And as you can see, I am outside Terminal 3, London Heathrow, because I'm not going to Brentford for the final game of the season. I'm going a little bit further on a supporters bus. I hope it's got a toilet. I'm going to Australia, mate. Yes, I must be mad. I must be very mad. Newcastle have got two post-season friendly games on Wednesday and Friday. I don't think they want to go, but if Newcastle United has taught me one thing, going on trips to watch them play, you don't go for the football, you go for an absolutely mad experience. And I'm not doing this one by myself. Yes, I'm not doing this one quite solo like I did America last summer, like I did every other Champions League game. I'm unfortunately joined by my dad on the trip. It's the cold dog.
I think the people will find I'm unfortunately I have to settle along with you tour rag.
Go on then, give us your best Australian. I've already started it with a...
G'day mate, fancy a pint of Forex? I don't fucking think so, like mate. Don't drink that shit down under.
I think yours is a little bit better than mine actually.
I'm just waiting until we see Cody. He's true Australian, isn't he?
He certainly is. I think he's going to be one of many people we meet. Right, I've just started this by saying how mad we must be for coming on this, but we're not here for the football. I mean, you know it.
We're mad.
Some people might say we are, but
mental, not mad.
We've got a very, very long trip, which I'll mention once we get inside and get checked in, because I'm already knackered and we haven't even set off yet.
You have no idea how I feel with him just on the train journey.
He's our personal... Look at this. Look at this. I'm milking the most out of this. He's carrying me bags. He's just cleaned me trainers for us earlier as well on the way over.
First class. You guys have no idea how much of a bell end. It's like having a charity case, having him round with us all the time.
Right, without further ado though, we need to get inside here. We've got car, train, subway, tube, whatever the hell it's called in London, full of very miserable people, but we need to get checked in on an airline I've never even heard of. So without further ado, let's get episode 1 of this lovely trip underway. Didn't get the pat down in security that I was hoping for, but I've been stopped for my laptop. So I'm waiting for my laptop to be looked at. Why? Is he going to have to look through my browser history? Because that's going to be a very awkward conversation. I just want a pint. Time to try and blag my way into the first class lounge. Mission accomplished. So I wasn't actually booked into the lounge, but Cold Dog was. But I thought, you know what? Shy Ben's getting out. And I tell you what, Shy Ben's definitely get nothing, because here I am. Unlimited bar, unlimited food, unlimited spirits. The holiday begins. Settled, comfortable seats, unlimited bar. Cold Dog, how you feeling?
Super duper. Super duper.
So I got Colin into business class. I blagged him in.
You fucking arsehole. Yes, everybody. Matthew's a millionaire. He's just never told anyone he got his into business class. If anybody out there is in TikTok and believes that crap, then please just make sure you... What do you have to do? Like, shares, his little likey
He's had a couple of rums, that's why he's...
I've had 2.
Can you stop? Can you stop being so loud in the posh end? Right, sum up how you feeling.
Tell me why you're in the posh end?
No, we don't need that story.
Why not? Let me tell them.
I don't want to embarrass you.
Embarrasses? I had to beg the bloke to get you in here.
He's lying.
Hey, this isn't Jimmy Neal, you know. She's lying.
You know when Cold Dog's lying, she speaks.
Opens his lip.
How you feeling?
Hey, cool as hell actually. This is the first time I felt really cool, chilled out about this.
Good.
Been there.
Over the Man United match yet?
Do you know what,
Just
Matthew?
about.
Sometimes in your life, right, you don't have to bring things up. All the way down to Man United, didn't get back at 2:30 in the morning, and I was up again at like 7 the next morning. Like many others, it was an experience that I would not say I didn't enjoy doing. How we got beat is beyond me.
What's your expectations for this trip in one sentence?
Do you know, Matthew, very much similar to last year's trip to America. I think
That's
it's meeting
sentence.
people. I think it's just meeting. It
Yeah.
is genuinely. This is about meeting people. Naturally, we're going to see Cody, but there's people we're going to meet out there, which is going to be brilliant. And that's the important thing.
And this is rum number...
That's 3rd and that's 4th. This is special rum though. It's
Away.
non-alcoholic.
Eddie Howe's Down Under Mags. Now get your hat on.
Absolutely can
I do have hats, but he won't wear it.
Oh, it's gone in the look. Oh, get in, I haven't got it.
Yeah, you haven't.
So, honestly,
He's ruined this trip.
When you see the state of the hat that he's actually handmade, you'd all be going, there's no way any use lot would wear it neither.
Right, I'm going to take some more advantage of the free bar. Away, Eddie goes. Good day, mate, Mags.
Get us out of here.
One thing I'm very quickly realising is you don't wear hats like this in the lounge. People are looking at me like I'm an absolute knob. I've got absolutely no idea why. But the more tequilas I have, the probably less that I care. Colin's not a fan of my hat.
Huh?
Right, here we go then. I'm going to try and blag my way into business class. It worked for the lounge. Let's see whether it works for the actual flight. Shy bends and all that, shy bends. So I've just turned left instead of right when the woman told me to go right for economy. When she wasn't looking with my suitcase, I've sat down and I'm currently hiding from that same woman, just in the hope she forgets my face. They've taken me bags and they've put them up. I've jumped in one of the business class seats, so let's just see whether I get moved. So far so good. Eddie, how's blagging Mags? Oh, so close. So close. That sums up being a Newcastle fan. Almost got over the line but didn't quite. So the woman who checks people onto the plane, she did like a walk around and then I got asked for my boarding pass. I was getting the peanuts, the orange juice. Ho hoi. Ho hoi. Ho ho. I've never tried a Yang Ying, up the Yang Ying Mags. A decent scran. Didn't sound too bad. Stir fried chicken. Kit Kats up the Kit Kat Mags. Right then, food review. Haven't really had much luck with the Wi-Fi, which is really frustrating. The only way you can pay for Wi-Fi on this flight is by having a Chinese app. The flight's gone from London, so any English person getting on one of these flights or any international person getting on these flights can't get access to Wi-Fi. They've got a full premium package. I've been given codes. It's an absolute nightmare. But let me just get the lid off. We've got some very nice Shenzhen chicken, rice. Got a little chicken salad going on. It's looking good, and I've even got, this is, anyone who knows me knows that there's one thing I love. Trying a new beer. Yang. The woman's told me it's very nice. I don't think she had a clue what I was talking about when I was asking. So I've got no Wi-Fi, but I've got a screwdriver cocktail, a Yang Ying. On to China we go. No Wi-Fi. I was going to get loads done, absolutely loads. All these great intentions. I'm going to watch films, drink some booze, eat some Chinese food, and probably pass out. It's not bad life though, is it? Really?
You should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road, just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gunning along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races. We went to bleeding races, 'twas on the 9th of June 1862 on a summer's afternoon. We took the bus from Bambras and she was heavy laden. Where we went along Collingwood Street.
So I've just landed in China, and of course I got stopped a million times. So bizarre. Obviously the language barrier is there, I get that. So I got asked, randomly stopped. I thought it was to check my bags. They give us a thermometer, didn't tell us what to do with it, just passed it to me. I had to sit with a thermometer under my armpit for 5 minutes. They then told me the thermometer was high, so I had to get checked in a room with a woman like in a full apron. I said, well, it is pretty warm outside, that might be why my armpits are boiling. I hope she didn't smell the thermometer. So then the woman in this other room just grabs a swab, doesn't even warn me, and just walks up to us and sticks it in my throat. I was like, so yeah, I've passed through, but quite an interesting start, to say the least. I've just been to a lovely little shop. I've blagged my way into first class, which isn't really first class. It's probably the worst first class lounge I've ever seen. There's barely even any food. Just been to a shop. Some woman has sold me dak. She kept on saying these little sweets. She said some are spicy, some are not. I think it's freeze-dried duck. So yes, this random adventure is starting to get a little bit more random. One flight down, 2 more to go. Don't know where my head is, don't even know what day it is. All I'm thinking about is getting to Australia and getting in the pub to watch the Brentford match. Hey.
Collingwood Street, that's on the road to Bladen. Whoa, me lads, you should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there.
Chinese airport number 2. We are currently in Haikou. I'm in the lounge. I've blagged my way into another lounge. I've got some lovely beef noodles. You didn't need to see that. Unlimited brewskis. Absolutely knackered. Don't even know what day it is. I think I've been awake now. I've been travelling, now for 28 hours. The next flight to Melbourne is the final one, but that's 13 hours, I believe. Or 9. I don't even know anymore. So the final hurdle, but my God, this has been a long trip. But hey, I was a bit worried coming through China, but I've had people stopping to get my photo. A bloke just stopped me and this woman who me and Coldog have sort of latched onto, who's been doing the same route from London, asking for photos. I'm assuming it's just because we are British, very unusual looking characters to what they see around here. That was really weird. I've had a nightmare trying to buy stuff in the supermarket. But we're almost there, and I can start, once we land, thinking about that Brentford match. And I know what you're going to say, that's really sad. Why are you thinking about the Brentford match when you're going all the way to Australia? Well, because there's so much riding on it. And I really don't want to be going into these friendly games, meeting all these amazing people with Newcastle, not in Europe. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. It's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning when we go out to watch the match. So where my head will be on Monday, I do not know. But let's go into these friendly matches, the Australian mags, everything that's going to come this week on these videos with European football in the bag. Don't care what it is. If it's Conference League and we're playing against Benidorm FC, lovely jubbly, cannot wait. I'll keep the holidays. If it's the Europa League, slightly higher level of competition, wonderful. Is it probably going to be Conference League? Yes, but it's in our hands and we cannot end the season on such a negative. Honestly, Brentford away, they've got nothing to play for. But yes, almost in Melbourne now, can almost smell the shrimp on the barbie, can almost visualise the kangaroos bopping up and down in Newcastle shirts. We are almost there. I'm going to smash a couple more brewskis. I'm going to eat my noodles. Nah, I feel like an absolute tramp. We bloody made it, we mucker. Finally, after about 3 days, no change of clothes, no sleep, no showers, I have arrived in Melbourne, and it's match day, and it is probably our biggest and most significant match day, well, as far as they come, because it's win or bust. It is literally win or bust. We've had a disappointing week, haven't quite got over Man United, but there's too much going on for me to even give that a thought. So I'm in the boozer and I'm joined by a couple, one very familiar face on these videos and one who has taken us in Australia with open arms. I'm joined by, first and foremost, Coldog.
Hey!
How are you, sir? You getting munching on the crisps there, I
No,
see?
mate, to be honest, you said they're the best crisps you've ever had, and you've eaten all of them, not me.
These crisps are
Honestly,
what are they called?
I've
They're
never-
called Red
I've never
Rock
had
Jelly
one
crisps.
of them crisps. He's on his second pack. This is his third pack. And he stinks, by the way, honestly.
I do stink. Well, I hadn't showered for 3 days. I had one. It felt like literally dirt was melting off me when I got in the shower. I'm joined by Cody, who is from this neck of the woods.
How are you?
What's your thoughts today? Tonight, not today, tonight.
Tonight? Bit nervous.
Score predictions?
2-1.
First scorer?
Jacob Murphy.
Oh, yes, we have just seen the team. There's no Anthony Gordon, which is a bit of a surprise. He played, I know he got his ankle ripped in shreds on Wednesday.
That's probably why he's not playing,
He played, but yeah, he's not even in the squad. Nick Pope's back in, which I am delighted about, absolutely delighted about. And Callum Wilson's on the bench, which we think we led to believe maybe his last
song.
Score predictions?
1-0. I would have said Anthony Gordon, but I think I might go for a cheeky little goal from...
Oh, Yeah, well, yeah. From our main goal scorer. I wasted that ooh on you there. Right, and more importantly, so we're in a bar. We've got an Arsenal section upstairs, but all we can hear is the Arsenal fans upstairs. There's a Chelsea section. Lots of different segregated Premier League fans in this bar in Melbourne. There's no Man United fans in yet. I think there will be some Man United fans in here.
I want to laugh.
Yeah. So that leads me nicely on to my next question. We do have to bet a Man United's result to get European football. Will we get European football today? You both said win, so that would suggest yes, because we do, and I will say this, we do need Manchester City to win the FA Cup in that scenario, because are we assuming that Chelsea are going to win?
I think they've probably got the easiest game out between
Bournemouth, yeah. I know we've debated earlier
ourselves and Man U and then Chelsea. I think they've got the easiest game. But Matthew, we spoke about this before the last 3 games, and I was so confident. And the Brighton, yes, we got a point, but you watch that Man U game, we both went down, and
it's massive, this game.
This is bigger than I think we actually realise, because no matter what any fan thinks out there, we need this for the stability of the club, and also to bring players in and keep the players. We need this. Really do.
Just on the note of this trip, Cody, we were talking about it earlier. It's quite important. Not important, that's not the right word, but we're all so excited for these friendly matches over in Australia. Loads of fans travelling from all over. You're excited, but God, we've travelled far enough. So I hope there is. I hope there is.
If they've called them off, we're fucked.
We don't want the players to be flying out on a trip that, Trip, you said it, they don't really want to be here, but we don't want them to be coming out, none of us as fans, without European football. It'll be such a disappointing end to the season.
It'll be very deflating if we don't get Europe, especially such a long flight, which you all endured, which I've done plenty of times, and now I'm getting credit.
There you are. He is.
It'll be deflating. It'll be deflating for the boys, but for me, again, selfish reasons to see the boys on my own turf. I'm happy, but it will be a deflating end, considering.
Yeah, it'll put a massive damper on this. But like I say, we've got a lovely screen in front of us. Got some banging beats by the sounds of things as well. It's a bit of me. Beers are flowing. Fingers crossed in a couple of hours I'm going to jump back on and we will be toasting a victory before we then dive in all the shenanigans that are going to come in Australia. Are we Eddie Howe's down under Mags. 3-0 half time. Get in. We haven't quite got the game on the screens. We've been reduced down to a little tiny screen. It didn't quite go to plan, but the plus side to that is we've got free drinks. You're not going to be able to hear over that.
Tell them about the Arsenal fans that's in here.
Yeah, there's quite a few Arsenal fans in here. And they weren't too happy when we cheered when Everton went 1-0 up, were they? Hey, 3-0, absolutely class. We had a really shaky start. I was nervous when they put the ball in the back, and then obviously it was offside. And then we started to control the game in the way that I'd hoped we should against the team on their holidays. I'm not counting my chickens just yet. Man United are still drawn 0-0. Well, I tell you what, the Australian drinks are flowing. We've had 2 free rounds because they couldn't get the game on the TV. It's not a bad start to the trip. European football is crucial. It looks like we are almost there. Obviously, we're all Man City fans next weekend for the FA Cup final, but it looks like we could be there. Let's hope Bournemouth can do us a favour in this second half. Hey, who knows? Are we idiots, Max? Europe again, ole ole, hopefully. That's right, Newcastle United have just absolutely, demolished Brentford for most of that match, hey. That's massive. I'm by myself in the middle of Australia, no idea where I am, it's absolutely pissing down. I've left sunny England in Brentford, where the fans look like they were having an absolute whale of a time, shorts off, pants off, shoes off, to come to rainy autumn in Australia for 2 pre-season matches. I must be mad, but I'm sure it's going to be a mad week. I tell you what, if anything, for selfish reasons, I am delighted that we have won that football match, because now them players who don't want to get on the 25-hour trip to Australia might be doing so with a little bit more spring in their step, because yes, Europe isn't guaranteed now. It's not. We are all Man City fans next Saturday. Every single one of us may as well. Blue moon, we saw, however that song goes, I'll be singing it. but we almost over the line. And it was all about the result. Brighton wasn't good enough, really poor. Man United still hurts now. That's how much winning that football match means to me. But it was about getting over the line tonight. Today. It's tonight for me. It's today for the actual match in the afternoon. It was about getting over the line. First half we started shaky, really shaky. Thought we'd conceded. Luckily that was offside. And then we cranked it up. We took control. We did what Newcastle can do. And Brentford couldn't deal with the press. They could not deal with the press at all. They really, really couldn't. And we started to just play nice little simple passes. I thought Murphy had a good game today. I thought Bruno, of course, he had a good game, because European football is such high list of his priorities. The same with Isaac. No Anthony Gordon, but did we miss him today? Yes. I thought in certain areas we did, because he suits our style of play so much. But look what Barnes can do. That header for the first goal, bang. You don't expect it. It was almost a striker's goal. Brilliant. And did Barnes get as involved in the match as what I would like? No, maybe not. And, you know, that's an adaptable process. With him in the team instead of Gordon, it's always going to be an adaptable process. And we went 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. And it was great. Joe Linton was back. He's starting to look sharp now, which is great. Just as the season's ending, ready for next season. We are getting teased at what this team can provide us. Defensively, Kraft at right back. Of course, we don't get as much down the right-hand side. We don't. But I still think he did a steady job. Fabian Schär back in the team, wonderful to see. Lewis Hall looked steady again. Couple of sloppy passes here and there, but he's young. We don't expect him to be a world beater. But generally speaking, I thought we were good. Half time, absolutely over the moon. And then second half starts, and you know, you just want to chill out. You just want to get the job done, play a little bit more football, enjoy yourselves, and just get over the line. And Newcastle don't know how to do that. They do not know how to do that. Yes, first goal, nice little tidy finish. Again, less said about the offside line, the better. And you're getting a little bit of shitty ass, little bit. But then you hear Man United have gone 1-0 up, and then they score a second, which was a very good strike. I don't think Nick Pope had any chance, by the way. And it just feels like Newcastle are doing a Newcastle, and I'm not going to lie, I was absolutely bricking it. Chelsea, it sounded like they were long gone, so we weren't chasing them. It was between us and that awful lot from Manchester, and luckily we got over the line. Yeah, it's very, very important for this football club. And anyone who doubts the Europa Conference League, West Ham made 22 million euros from the season they won it. That's a lot of money. That's TV, that's group stages, knockout, winning, drawn, you name it. There is a sum of money with every round. And you also get European football if you win it. But Newcastle fans, anyone who says that we are too big for the Conference League, give your head a shake. I have not seen us win anything since, well, I haven't seen us win anything in my lifetime. We haven't won anything since 1969. But hey, we got over the line. We saw the game out, which was so needed after that awful start to the second half. Man United went 2-0 up, but it didn't matter. And all we need now is to all become Man City fans. Blue Moon, whatever they sing. Bernardo Silva, Pep Guardiola, I will be singing it next Saturday, because if Man City do what they should do, Newcastle United will be getting their passports out again, and that is absolutely remarkable in the circumstances of how this season's gone, how long it's felt, the injuries, the fixture congestion, the ups and the downs, Trippier off form, Callum Wilson in and out of the team, Tonali's suspension, Joe Linton's injury in and out. It's been one of them seasons. It's been long, but it's not over just yet, because that win against Brentford has just set things up nicely for a bunch of players who don't want to fly over to Australia. They don't. Everybody knows it. Trippier's basically said it. Eddie Howe said it. But now I can go and join the Australian mags on Wednesday, some of them have never seen their team play live before, and it'll just be so much sweeter than if them players were travelling over with no European football in the bank. I'm absolutely over the moon. I'm going to get myself to bed. I've just had a lovely Mexican takeaway. Don't know my ass from my elbow. Barely slept for 4 days. But this is going to be some week. So Newcastle fans, keep the faith. Eddie Howe's mags look like they should and might and will be in Europe next season, which is the most fantastic news anyone could have asked for. We went down to Brentford in quite a high pressure match, and this time, unlike Brighton and Man United, we got the job done. On to Australia, away we go. Tottenham, A-League All-Stars, come at us. I'm already here, I'm waiting for you. Who are you lads?